So it's Thursday. I was going to do the podcast today, the TV podcast today. Talked to some of the dudes yesterday about it. We agreed today at 8 a.m. we'd all meet up together and we'd do the podcast. It's now 8:25. Nobody has shown up. I've been up since 4 o'clock. I guess it's not happening. TV podcasts fell through. The sexual podcast was... I emailed the 14-year-old girl. She never got back to me. Gilmore Saga chick got back to me. Said she doesn't have Skype because she moved, or she doesn't have her computer or the internet or something, so she won't be able to do it. So the other guy was Feltzer, and he's one of the guys supposed to show up today. He didn't show up, so I don't guess I can depend on anybody to do podcasts. So I guess they won't happen. I could do them by myself, but I don't really want to because you kind of need some like back and forth conversation. Otherwise, it'd be like me doing a 2-hour video, and like last time I did like an hour-long video, nobody really watched it because people like have an attention span of a mouse. So yeah. Plus, the guy that got my account taken down before is now saying he's going to do it again. I don't know why. I don't see what the point is. I don't know what he has against me. I guess because I'm a fat guy, and he probably got raped by a fat guy when he was a kid, and he has some kind of trauma about it, and he just has to take down all the fat guys he can. I don't know what the deal is, but I guess my account's going to go down again or something, maybe. Who knows? I did check on like Twitch TV and Justin TV and Owned TV and all those live streaming sites. I all have accounts on there as Teacher Durlanton, so if you can't find me on YouTube, I'll probably be on one of those sites trying to make videos or something. I mean, I don't know what I could do on those. People are saying I could play League of Legends or some crap. I don't want to play League of Legends. I hate those stupid strategy games. It's all about running away as much as you can. Like, I was watching Craft just play the other day, and he was getting frustrated because of the same shit to why I quit the game. Like, once you go in and start a fight, everybody runs the fuck away, and that's what you gotta do. You ambush, you hit, you run away. You hit them back in, you run away. Until eventually somebody gets lucky, I guess. Or maybe everybody piles on at the same time at some point. I don't understand the fucking game. It doesn't make a bit of sense to me. But, this morning I was playing Battlestar Galactica by myself, which you can't do. You can't play Battlestar Galactica by yourself because that's just, you're asking to be raped with a stick. And that's pretty much how that game works. Like, if you're not with a group of people, like whenever you find a planetoid that has anything on it and you put a mine down, you have about 10 seconds before the enemy ships see it on their map and they just all warp in like, oh, let's knock this guy's mine off because he's got a mine. This guy's trying to do stuff, let's stop him from doing stuff. It's like, I think Battlestar Galactica has the biggest asshole population, like the second biggest asshole population of any game, maybe. Zero Online was probably the biggest bunch of assholes I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody in Zero Online from an enemy faction that didn't immediately attack somebody on the enemy faction when they saw them. And Zero Online, it's just like 1 second battle. If they attack you, you're dead. I've never seen any fight last longer than like 2 or 3 seconds, most. It's just one shot, one shot, one shot. And Galactica's, it's a little bit more long drawn out, but it's like really irritating because you can like warp away from a fight if you want, but then if you're in a fight, it takes like 10 times longer, so you're going to die by the end of before you could run away. Like, they're going to kill you anyway. And now they've made it even gayer. Like, if you're in a squad, you can let your squad mates warp on top of you, so you can have like one little weak guy, you think, like, oh, I'll just go kill this little weak guy. All of a sudden all his really strong friends just warp in on top of him and rape your ass. And also they have a thing like, if Battlestar Galactica was single player, it would probably be really fun. I would love to play it if it was single player and didn't have to deal with PvP factions. Because it's hard enough. Like, you're struggling every second of the game just trying to keep the NPCs off your ass. Like, once you put down a mine, they immediately spawn an NPC just to make sure you're actually there and not AFKing or whatever, so you have to kill a NPC every time you put down a mine. If you sit still too long, or if you just go off mining little asteroids, this also happens. They pop in a guy just right on top of you, just to fuck with you. So you also aggro like little noob NPCs, the weak ones. But if you're in a big ship, the little ones are the worst fucking things because you can't hit them with your guns. Your guns are too big. So they can just sit and shoot bullets up your asshole for an hour, and it's not much you can do about it unless you have missiles. Missiles are pretty decent against them, but it's really hard to hit them with your cannons, right? So if you pull like an ad, and then like it spawns one of these other NPCs on top of you, a big one, you're fighting off 2 or 3 things at once, and then if the enemies want to attack you too, I was fighting like, I was running away from a bunch of PvP guys, and they just warped in another fucking NPC on top of them. It's like, oh, let's just totally rape his ass. Looks like Rampage showed up. He's been online, but hadn't said anything, but I'm not gonna do a podcast with 2 people. So yeah, if we had like some people to play Battlestar Galactica, it would be fun. Or if it was a single player. But I don't know. I don't want to fucking. I'm tired of getting raped, guys. I used to be able to organize games. I was watching a video earlier. Spam had on where he was playing Samp on my Samp nights, and I watched the one where I jumped onto that plane with the Yuatsu flying. That was awesome. Now I don't think I could even organize a Samp night. I don't think I could get 50 people together to play a game. I've tried to get people to play Crimecraft. I had maybe, I don't know, a few people join the guild we made. Maybe 2 or 3 of them got up to a decent level. We couldn't even get a 4-man team together for the nights where you have tournaments. I'd still love to do that if anybody wants to play Crimecraft, but nobody's gonna fucking respond. Nobody messages me on Skype. Ever since my first account got banned, pretty much things have gone downhill. Nah, I can't get shit happening now. What would be another good game to play if we get some people? Me and Spam's been playing Borderlands just to get ready for Borderlands 2, which comes out in September, but if we had a couple more people, I guess that would be alright. I played Left 4 Dead 2 yesterday by myself, had a blast. I went through a whole campaign with just NPCs and me. It was awesome. Of course, I played on like easy or like normal mode. But what would be a good game? Looking through my Steam list here. I can't even get 4 people together to play a fucking game. Man, it sucks. Like Vindictus. I've been waiting for a year or 2 now for people to play Vindictus. I'm up to level 60 something. Nobody I've ever seen got past like level 20. We tried to play a Lods. Nobody played a Lods. Now Yamatsu's playing a Lods. And he said they made it like really easy. And there's something different about it that's more fun now. But if I try to get people to play a Lods, nobody would play it. Plus, I'm really sick of those MMORPGs where you swing your sword and it doesn't hit anything, but it still hits like it counts. I can't stand those games anymore. Just like I can't stand fucking soundtracks and TV shows. We could get a Tribes Ascend team going, I guess. Tribes Ascend, Vindictus, Crimecraft, Battlestar Galactica. Hell, I'll even play GTA again, I guess, if somebody wants to play. If we had like a lot of people, but it's been so long since I played games with anybody, like nobody I know even messages me anymore. Nothing's happening. Maybe even some fucking Soldat would be fun. I don't know. Just something. Am I going to have to just quit playing games because there's nobody to play with? Probably just have to quit playing games. Oh, I did forget to mention that after my video about the Gypsies, I made a podcast with a Gypsy that contacted me. And it's about 2 hours long. I put it on my website. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I did get that podcast done because it was kind of impromptu. We just kind of did it and recorded it, but I'll put a link to that and all my live streams in the description if I remember to do it after I edit this.